Welcome to today's video. I'm the Hooded Lid and I have a product to review. I don't know if that's my new intro or not. I kind of came upon it accidentally and it is in fact what I'm going to be doing today. Today, a bronzer. I remember last summer, I fight myself not to have long intros, you guys, because I know people click off right away, but I'm losing the battle today. I remember last summer we were hit with one foundation after another foundation after another foundation, and I was all about it. I love exploring new foundations. In fact, today I am using a new one to me. I got a sample of the Dior Face and Body 2N. Really good match for me. I think I'm going to buy it. Not that I need another foundation. I digress. Quelle surprise. Then, after the foundations, we had one palette, another palette, another palette, another palette, eyeshadow palettes, which also I have no problem with. Right now, it feels like we're being hit with bronzer after bronzer after bronzer, and I got 3, which is insane because I'm not a huge bronzer person, but there were way more than 3 released. Guerlain had one, Kosas has one, Tarte has one, Bobbi Brown has one, Dior has one, Charlotte Tilbury has one, and I am missing plenty. So I got 3. I got the Tarte Seychelles. It's the cream, and I am loving this. It's a great color. It's a great application. I just love. I got the Dior, which you've already seen. Also love that. And I also got Bobbi Brown. So Bobbi Brown is... No, there's nothing wrong with your screen. I forgot to mention some important details because sometimes I do that. And rather than reshoot the entire thing, I thought I'd just insert this. Bobbi Brown. This is Golden Light, and this is Antigua. Both of them are available in full pan form, about 9 grams for one, 8 grams for the other. Right here, this total weight is 8 grams. So basically, you can get a whole pan of this one or a whole pan of this one. This seems better to me because you're getting better selection, right? Whoever goes through everything. I mean, I don't, but that's besides the point. Also to the point, this is a limited edition, and it's only available, as far as I can tell, at the Bobbi Brown site. There are 2 shades, or 2 depths. This is the light one, and there's one more that is darker. And today I put it on for this little insert, a little heavier, so you could get an idea of what a heavier application is. I don't like to go really ham, and I realized as I was editing this, some people might think, well, there's no payoff at all. That's the look I go for. I don't want to look like I'm wearing bronzer necessarily. I just want to look healthy, and I want my face not to look flat after I put on my foundation. So I think I accomplished that in this video, but this is a little bit heavier so you get a sense for what's going on. And now back to a regularly scheduled program. An old favorite of mine. I remember when Bobbi Brown first came out. I happened to be in New York for a business trip, and I went to, I think, Bloomingdale's and bought myself a bunch of Bobbi Brown. And maybe it hadn't just come out, but it was fairly new, and that became my brand. The eyeshadows were easy. I bought her books. It was simple and about making yourself look the best you can look instead of looking like a model. It was just you, but better. I like the ethos. I like that idea. And that was the brand I kind of stuck with. I knew I could depend on it. As I came back into makeup and I started exploring and then, started really getting into Sephora, and Bobbi Brown for me is kind of fell by the wayside. However, I still have a lot of products, and I just added to my collection with this. And this is what it looks like. So this is Golden Light Bronzing Powder and Antigua, which is Illuminating Bronzing Powder. And honestly, to me, this is a blush, this is a bronzer. Bobbi Brown is actually very well known for her bronzers. A lot of people don't know this because they're too young to know it. But back in the day, the company that was very well known for bronzers was Guerlain. They had their whole terracotta thing. But Bobbi Brown is big into bronzing, and I'm going to give it a try on my face. I'm going to take up the golden and just kind of turn my brush around as I do, and wish me luck. I haven't powdered my face, so this will be a nice little test. And I didn't pick up a lot. Okay, I'm getting some color, but not a whole lot of color. And on top of the cheeks. So there is Golden Light. I think it's lovely. It's not too yellow, as many bronzers can be on me. I like it. Now let's go in with the illuminating powder, and I'm going to do the cheeks. I think I got a good amount of product on here. Wow, this is such a healthy, lovely, fresh look. And if you want to get your bronze to actually look like you're sun-kissed, you just take that all over the face. I love this. I feel like I just went from a base that was a little flat, it's not full coverage, to alive, but really natural looking. And I like this a lot. There's no scent that I can ascertain, but I did just clean this, so it's possible there's scent, and I just, I'm not getting it because I can smell that. So let's go in with an eyeshadow brush. This is dusty. I don't know if you can see that dust kicking up. So knock off. And just do a whole bronzer on the entire face kind of a look. And this just recedes the hood. I like that just fine. Now I want to go in with the pinker color, the illuminating color, and just kind of do the outer brow area like this. Like if I was in the sun, I would definitely have pinkness right here. And I'm going to go back in with this brush and just go through both colors, because if I have it in the sun, I'm definitely going to get some right here. Let's do some swatching. These feel finely milled. There's the Golden Light. And here's the Antigua. And I'm leaving a lot of space for a reason. So when you swatch this heavy, it's kind of dark. Now I want to do the Seychelles, the Tarte, right next to it. This is the one I've been wearing and just looking forward to putting on every day. They're not incredibly dissimilar in the depth of color. Even their undertones actually look very similar. So interesting. So that's those. And now the Dior. For the Dior, I'm just going to go around and not get that pink. This is so soft. I have a feeling this is going to be quite a bit lighter though. Yeah. This is for more subtle experiences. And then the one that I have been using the most often for quite some time, and this is actually a blush from SURRATT. And you can see the SURRATT is much closer to the Dior. And I want to try one more thing. This is the CALI collection from SMASHBOX. And I thought of it because they have a color right here that is kind of a blush. And here's the bronzer. The bronzer I think is a little bit too yellow for me, so I always mix it with that blush color, but I thought it might be a similar setup. So here's the blusher color, and I'm going to put it right below Antigua. Interesting. The Antigua has a lot more pink for sure, but same kind of idea. And the bronzer color I will put up here because I'm out of room. Wow. All right, the bronzer, while the same depth of tone, has more yellow in it. So there's definitely more pink in the Bobbi Brown, or red, as you please, and in the Seychelles from Tarte. And that's probably like why I like to mix them together. So let's mix them together. I might have to add the pink over it. No, it's still more yellow, I think. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for my swatches. And I hope that it was helpful to you. I hope it was interesting to you. And I really hope you come back again. Why don't you give me a thumbs up? I think I have somebody who's like giving thumbs down to all my videos just to be fun, but it kind of hurts my rating. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know you know what to do, and I know that I do get thumbs ups, and I appreciate you so much. But if you're that person who's like, I don't know if I want to give you a thumbs up, why not? And that's going to wrap this one up. I think this has inspired me, and I want to do a full face of Bobbi Brown in a couple of days. So look for that. And yeah, I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I am wishing you good health.